So my system is larger than yours. This is a 40-gallon all-in-one peninsula that I made. Um, but it is the way you set up the ATO that I figured out that works for this system is you set the water in the chamber with the return pump first, by setting the height of the optical sensor, which you can see is like basically fully submerged right now because of how the filter roller works. But put that at the actual level that you want it to be, which is usually like an inch below the wall from your middle chamber or your secondary chamber, which you'll have as like the second one on either side of your tank, whatever it is. And then put the overflow sensor into that second one, not the center one, because that's the one that's going to actually overflow if you actually overflow. And then put your filter roller switch, which I think yours is an optical switch as well. This is like a DIY one that I made, but it's just a float switch. So this float switch, the point that it triggers is nearly an inch above the water level when all of this filter fleece is new. And so that way when it triggers, which you can, like I'll do it right here, you'll watch, it just does a little bit of material, right? Just a tiny step. And it's such a tiny step because you can see how much that water just dropped. Like this thing was just floating up here and now it's all the way down there. And when that happens, obviously it's going to raise this water level, but it all ends up working out because as you leave it on, this water level will get high, causing the pressure in this area to be higher for the water, and then that level will be lower. That'll cause the top off to be dry, and then it'll pump top off water into the aquarium. And as it pumps that top off water in, usually it causes enough volume to be added that it then raises the water level enough to trigger this, and this triggering is usually what caused that water level to rise enough to stop the top off from happening again. It seems to be a bit of a balancing act, and the biggest piece of advice that I can give is make your filter roller steps very small. Small changes are better. A bunch of small steps means that you're not going to end up having these huge swings in water volume when the filter roller triggers. And then this should just be set at a dictated height of generally about an inch below that wall. And then this one, the actual overflow, is just that shouldn't even be in the chamber with either of these, because you know these water levels in these chambers are going to move a lot, and this middle one where it falls over the wall is a pretty much fixed height. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense. I didn't want to type that out because it's a little confusing, but that's what it is. And a little tank shot for you. Anyway, good luck.